that are denied here.
They're missing out.
Yeah. All right. 3, 2, 1. Hello there, folks. I'm your host, Nerdy John, and welcome to the redone and renewed Nerdy Podcast. And as you know, I'm a big supporter of our armed forces here in the United States. That's why I have a general on today.
I'm going to say this. I'm not a real general, okay? So don't get the wrong idea.
Because there'd be that one person like, I want to see your record.
You really a general? Where did you serve? Your mum. All right, go away. I am honored to be here.
Thank you for coming on.
I'm
okay.
red.
In all seriousness,
Yeah.
Our guest here is a YouTuber by the name of General Thicc Boi.
Yeah, I'm well famous. I got 107 subs. I bully kids for a living.
Yeah. I mean,
that's about it.
You make rice scum like I don't know, something I can say censored.
Yeah. I kind of have no filter except when it comes to the N-word, and that's about it. I say everything except that. There's a running joke on the channel that I am a wanted and confirmed paedophile. But with today's society of cancel culture, I'm quite worried I'm going to be cancelled for that.
Speaking of pedophiles, did you know? I'm so proud for women. They've proven that they can be pedophiles too.
Yes, I've heard of this.
This is true. This is truly a proud day for women everywhere.
I've seen Benji's video.
Same.
Zoe Lazarne.
Okay, also, quick shout out. Shout out. He's way bigger than us combined. But a YouTuber called I Am Benji made a video about a world famous TikTok star in question mark.
Yeah, I wouldn't say world famous, but
she's world famous in the same sense that
Hitler was famous.
Markiplier's famous.
Oh, Markiplier.
Whoa, we went totally different directions there.
Yeah, she's the fucking same,
Oh yeah. Oh, you saw that little clip he had where she was crying in this, like, I don't know if it was some con she was going to, but she was crying.
She was crying because Danielle, whatever her name is, overpassed her in fucking followers or whatever TikTok goes off nowadays.
Right.
She's better than me.
Right. I mean, TikTok isn't the worst. I personally don't use it, but I understand why people would enjoy it.
I have an account.
It's part of the problem.
It's literally a 4-second video of me just going, Paul Walker added me on Xbox. He always seems to be on the dashboard. And then I scream, and then it cuts. That's all it is.
Right.
It's about 5 seconds.
One thing that I've noticed though is everyone's worried about the Chinese taking data information, but like I don't know. I mean YouTube as a technically bigger platform in terms of numbers, not trend. In terms of technical bigger numbers, like you can say, I study YouTube is worse at this, but in these early stages of TikTok, formerly known as Musical.ly,
Yep.
it has a massive predator problem.
Yeah, you're looking at him. Well, the fans aren't, but you are. If you see me on the news for being like a pedophile, you know what? Just go with it.
Well, first off, it's amazing considering like all 2 of my viewers are from the United States. So if you make international news, I'm worried about what you did.
20-year-old British man caught with CP. It's a joke, yeah. It's actually a joke.
Clarify. It is a joke, but like in all seriousness,
swear on God or whatever it is.
What's her name's Zoe, right?
Zoe Lazarne.
Zoe Lazarne.
However you say her name.
There was a video of her kissing boy. This boy was
Connor.
13. Yeah, Connor. Are we allowed to say his name though?
Well, it's all over
tabloids
tabloids and newspapers, or not newspapers, online newspapers.
Because like I know, like other than Benji, a lot of people who've been covering this made sure to like blur out the kid's face and everything.
Well, he's also a TikTok sensation, so I don't know why that's a problem.
Oh, how dare I judge?
Exactly.
Well,
I do my research. It's not like I'm making a
Yeah.
video on this, but
Um. Oh yes, self-advertising.
of course, I'm on a podcast. What else am I meant to do? Not bring up that I'm world famous YouTuber General Thicc Boi. Link below.
Right.
I shall stop. I apologize.
Okay. She's 19, but she still lives with her parents. And after it was revealed their age, which it wasn't really hard to reveal because they were as like fairly famous TikTok stars. So
I
it's like, hey, wait,
don't know
Connor's
how
fans are like,
the clip got out there of them kissing. Someone leaked it, apparently.
it was probably on Instagram, probably either in probably either Instagram or TikTok. I would say more likely Instagram because as far as I know, Zoe doesn't have a YouTube presence. Either does Connor.
Yeah.
And the only thing that I know that she uses. This sounds like I did like tons of research. No, I just watched Benji's video and did like
Same.
5 minutes of
Same.
She has the Instagram, and from the format of the video, it's more likely an Instagram because you can tell right off the bat if something's a TikTok video.
Yeah.
But it was 4K, so hey, that's impressive. It was impressive footage.
Better than my content, so yeah. I remember watching her like response to the whole thing, and it was like we just caught feelings for each other. It's a child.
Yeah, the same way the priest and the
the
altar boy caught feelings.
Same way like a furry and a dog feels a connection, yeah. Fucking hell. It's a fuck situation.
Like if okay, so like the state I live in, the age of consent is 16.
Same over here.
All right, yeah. So like, if he was 16, I could see like her defense being a bit more reasonable.
But he's 13.
There's, hang on, this is gonna show you how smart I am. Let's see, there is a 6-year age gap between them.
Yeah.
She was going to kindergarten when he was on.
Fucking hell.
Which
is crazy.
I mean, like, if he was an illegal adult, if he was 19 and she was in her 20s, there would be not much of a problem.
No, it's the fucking 19 to 13, you know.
Right. And something. Have you ever heard the YouTuber Mr. Gigi?
Yes, I love Mr. Gigi.
I do too. If you remember, he did a video on something similar that happened.
It was that.
It was a YouTube star. She kissed a 13-year-old Instagram star.
Yeah, I don't remember the title, but I remember the video.
Right. Her channel's been long gone. By the way, the girl that video is about.
It makes sense.
And yeah. The funny thing is with this one is they both have a similar situation. Not that they're both female, but the fact that the mother
seems to be okay with it.
Right. Although I guarantee you, if this was their son, I would like throw away the key.
Controversial thoughts here, I see.
Though maybe it comes down to the fact that they're doing nothing.
If it was the other way around, it would be like this man's a paedophile.
Right.
I'm gonna put it to you nicely.
I'm gonna say I think if the daughter wasn't as famous as she was, the mom would be. I think it's just the fact that it is her daughter, and the fact that her daughter's been able to make money on TikTok.
Yes, very fair point. It's mad to think, like, if this was, like I said, I'm gonna go back to like talking about the gender. If this was a guy thing, he'd be a pedophile. You know, he'd be doxxed. He'd get death threats.
And rightfully so.
I would say like, it's just the situation's confusing to me. Like, I'm very late on news, So when this came up in Benji's video, I was like, "Oh, what's this?" And it just blew me away. Like, not enough people are talking
I don't
about it.
follow. I don't follow TikTok drama
Nor do
really to
I.
begin
Nor
with, so
do I.
this came as as a surprise to me as well.
I'm very behind on most of the
By the
drama.
way, the way my Scarlet is set up, you're gonna hear me in one channel only.
Oh, okay.
But don't worry. Oh yeah, because it's just weird how the setup is.
Yeah.
But don't worry, folks. In editing, I will make it stereo along with generals here. Uh, but okay, back to the subject.
Yeah. Those points when like you were just like mouthing, and I was just like, "Yeah, totally, cool." It's like I can't hear him.
Oh wait, hang on. If I turn up the gain a bit, that might be better.
Oh, that's nice.
Is that better?
Nice and crispy.
Okay. Sorry.
That's fine. It's fine.
I had like I love this microphone, but you have to turn up the gain a bit on it.
Yeah.
But anyway, this lady is only a year older than me.
Oh, fair enough. And I'm a year older than her.
And like, it's creepy to think that someone who could potentially be in a class, like who could have been a classmate, do something like this
Yeah.
and justify it.
Yeah.
And like, I've seen when I was like a sophomore, 10th grade, I saw seniors who technically weren't 18 yet, but they would try to date like junior high kids, so like 7th, 8th graders.
Yes.
But it's like it's just creepy.
Over here, it's kind of like 19 and 13. You'd probably get your head kicked in if someone found out about it.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
like a
yeah.
huge fucking jump. Excuse my French. That's a huge jump in age. If it was like 19 and I wouldn't even say 15. 15, you get your head kicked in. 16 and 19 would be alright.
Right. Right, because in most states, it's either 18 or 16 that is the legal age of consent.
It's kind of obvious in the UK. All across the board, it's 16 in the UK.
Well, you see, here in United States of America, we have what's called states' rights. So if the governor of Delaware wants to have a nice evening with a person who is not the federal. I don't know how far I should push this joke.
Carry on. My humor's as dark as it can fucking be. Come on.
Well, if the governor wants to have a nice, pleasant evening with a girl who is 16, then by gosh, he's gonna make sure that law gets passed.
Exactly. I seem to get this with people. I've been on like videos of other people. I'm going to talk about myself again. And this kind of humor, people are too afraid to like send me to edit. And I'm like, have you seen the channel? Like,
well,
Boston Marathon jokes are like easy things for me, you know?
Right. Like, if because of like I'm against SJWs and like just PC stuff.
Yeah.
But it's like I know I'm not big enough, but it's like some weird person out there actively goes over like, okay, who are these small people we can get rid of?
Yeah.
I know that sounds conspiratorial, but it's like I just have that feeling that there's the one person with no life who is like, okay, which small person can I cancel today?
I actually got a DM not too long ago. In one of my videos, I made a joke like, what's 6 arms, 2 legs, and like 1 head? And it was like the finishing line at the Boston Marathon. Quite a nice joke. Quite like a family-friendly joke. And I had a DM from someone that I know in real life telling me that I was scum of the earth. I should just die. And I'm like,
scum of the earth.
And I'm just like, cheers, mate. It's a joke. I laughed after it. It's funny.
Oh. And go with the Zoe situation.
Yeah, back to that.
Yeah, you made a video on this particular organization, MAPS. This correlates with it.
Yeah, and I had children in my video collabing with me. See the irony in that?
Right. Oh, it's yeah, like as I hate saying this because I don't want my channel to be identified by like, hey guys, I'm this sexuality. But
Yeah.
as you got as some of my viewers know, I'm pansexual, part of the LGBT community,
What does that mean?
and uh, okay, it's a secret that I'm only gonna let you know about. It stands for lesbians, gays,
I mean, what does
bisexuals.
pansexual?
Oh, pans. I thought you were making a joke about the
No, no,
organization.
no. I don't know what pansexual
Okay,
means.
okay. In layman's terms, think think bisexual,
Yes.
but a wider variety.
Got
So
it.
like, so if someone's confused about their gender, like
You're
if they
going in
identify as
basically. I think I get
i-
it.
if they identify as basically if we vibe, I'll date.
I've got a question now. Now I know you're part of the community. Can you explain non-binary to me? This
Okay, so
What I get is they don't identify as either a male or a female.
LGBT education with Nerdy John. um, so non-binary is someone who doesn't identify as either gender but isn't transgender. They prefer to be called the like neutral terms.
They
That's where
slash
you get
them.
yeah.
I only know of the sexuality. I guess that's what I don't know what you call it, because I knew someone at college that was non-binary,
Hmm.
but when I met them, I didn't know this. All I knew was this person had boobs. It's a female, and I said she
Yeah.
once, and this person ripped into me about it. Like I was meant to just
Well,
assume.
like if she never told you, then
Exactly.
you shouldn't assume.
Like
I know a
it's rude.
non-binary person, and they don't get upset
Yeah.
with it. I mean, they definitely would prefer, but
Yeah.
it's
Like
like
as
they
soon as they
understand on the
told
first.
me, I used to write pronouns and shit.
Hmm.
But it's just like if someone doesn't like if you meet someone and they're trans, let's just say I'm gonna annoy some people, and you can't tell, and you say something, you say the wrong pronoun or whatever.
Well, it's like oftentimes, this is my experience. Oftentimes, just because they're like, for example, I'm going to use the man dressing up as a woman.
Yeah.
Um, if a man is dressed in traditionally what's considered woman's clothing, doesn't mean he's automatically transgendered. He just could be, uh, I don't know the PC term for this, so I'm just going to say it, drag queen. He
Yeah.
could just be a drag queen.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think that's why some people, because like people are more used to drag queens than they are transgendered people, which I know sounds weird. Um, they they go into, oh, I'll just call them I'll just say a he
Yeah.
instead. This is what I always tell my uh people who aren't my don't wouldn't say friends, is LGBT associates. I just tell them, don't get mad because
Makes you look bad.
people. Yeah, it makes the community itself look bad. Speaking of making them community look bad, maps.
I loved making that video. I did.
You made a great, yeah, that was a great
It
video.
was rushed because I needed something out, but I went onto Twitter and I was like, I'm just searching the word map, and my god,
Yeah, it's
it's
a really
cursed.
disgusting community, and thanks to that, people think maps is part of LGBT.
I was gonna bring this up. Funny enough,
It,
I
yeah,
was gonna
and
bring
it,
up what
it
people
makes
thought.
it makes first off, we got the extremists in that group that make us look bad enough.
Yeah,
And then we have this group that nobody, not even the extremists, want, but they're saying, oh, we're part of your community too.
yeah.
No, you're not.
You're nowhere near
You should all be in
us.
prison.
Yeah, yeah. I've always asked like my gay friends and people in the LGBT community what they thought of it, and they're all the same. It's disgusting.
It's disgusting. Yeah.
Why
Because
they're
the difference
identifying as one
the
of you.
difference is the difference is that You see, uh, sorry for Discord notifications, by the way.
That's right.
The thing is, we're all for love whoever you want. There's an exception.
Kids.
They have to be consenting,
Yeah.
not kids.
Nah. We all love kids over here. What are you on about? I don't know. I'm fucking. It confuses me. Like, the best way for me to explain it, if I'm seem very insensitive,
Mhm.
is when I was brought up. This sounds very old fashioned, but where I've been brought up and everything, there wasn't really anyone in the LGBTQ plus community there. Like, everyone was just
Right.
straight, if that makes sense. So I used to live in
Or
this.
at least closetedly.
Most likely, most people were like closeted.
Right.
But I moved from like a city to like farmers' country, let's say.
Uh-huh.
And in this farmers' country, I've been here about 4 or 5 years now. Wait, a bit longer than that. And as soon as I moved, I met a bunch of gay people, and I'm still learning it.
Out in the farmland. Wow, that's
Well,
usually
I say
usually all the
farmers' country,
all
but
the
it's
gay.
the farmer part of the UK.
Okay.
I get more educated on it. So if anyone thinks General Thicc Boi's a massive homophobic human being, I'm
I know.
not.
You see. I was playing 4D chess with you. I made you get on this podcast so I can
Fuck.
cancel you.
General Thicc Boi is homophobic.
You followed for my wicked
I made a
trap.
video about the trans community, so I haven't been cancelled yet.
Hashtag not canceled.
Well, I called it like, is it transphobic to say no? And I said like, if I dated a trans male, which would what a female, that would be a male who wants to be a female. It would be a bit gay, and I got some nice comments telling me how I was incorrect.
Right, because and I explained this to a friend of mine who was originally a girl and transitioned to being a guy. She has a last time, I'm going to be clear, last time I saw them, they were her, but they were planning on transitioning. Last time I saw them, they had a girlfriend. So like we were joking around. It's like, if you do transition, you're just gonna be straight again. And she was like, you're right.
You right there, Chief.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a fascinating community, the LGBTQ plus community. It's
Right.
fascinating.
It's to make a comparison. Furries. You have your moderate ones, the chill ones. I know a lot of chill ones, but then you have the extremists that make the community itself look
And
bad.
then you have Sue-files. There's no like in between. You've got like chill and a Sue-file. It's rather one of the two.
Right. Which is weird how that works. You see, I think the thing is, it's the extremist you find in any group. I don't think there's a large number of them. I just think they're being very loud.
Yeah. Very loud. I remember when on Twitter, like Kira the Wolf and all that were called out. The pop furs, they call them. They're just popular furry YouTubers. And there's one person like hacked into like all their telegrams, which is just like Discord for idiots, and it was just full of zoophilia content. I may be incorrect here, but this is what I remember picking up. Full of like dead animals, people fucking dead animals, really gross shit.
Oh.
And at the beginning they were trying to like be like, no, it's not us, and it was like, well, that's your face.
Well, our accounts have been hacked for over a year.
I mean, one of the
we just never got around
excuses
to it.
Kiro used was Iranian super hackers. And it's,
Well, how dare you insinuate the proud Iranian people are involved in this? All right, you are very racist.
I remember watching this video on it, and this person was like, "Oh yeah, he blamed Iranian super hackers for hacking into his Telegram and posting these horrible messages."
Well, those Iranian super hackers, they got it in for the furries.
Exactly. They're just jealous that they aren't furries.
Yeah. Oh, let's be honest. It's Iran, so maybe some of them.
Yeah, fair point. Fair point there, indeed.
Well, funny. I think I could be one of the Middle Eastern countries. You know, they're all super heavily religious.
Yeah.
I can't name it for the life of me, but one of them, they're more accepting of transgendered females than they are gay people. Because, like, you know, the whole thing is, well, you know, our religious texts say that men can't marry men.
Yeah.
So, like, the men transition into women,
And
and
now
they
they can
go,
marry.
all right, that's okay.
That makes perfect sense.
So, like, they're really progressive, at the same time, very homophobic.
Yes. Yeah.
It's a weird yin yang balance.
That's taking me back thinking about it. Fucking hell.
Right.
That's crazy.
Take notes, US.
Exactly. Everywhere take notes, you know? It's okay to be different.
I'm especially worried about saying stuff because at the time of recording, this is a couple days after an election where people aren't happy with a person in particular who won.
You know what? Talk about the election. I got invited to collab with someone about the election.
Ooh.
They were like, "Do you want to be part of a video?" And I was like, "Yes." A British human being talking about the American elections and politics. Great idea.
The average American.
He was just like,
you shouldn't
"Fuck,
be
I forgot."
involved. No, it's the average American. You shouldn't be involved in
You don't
matters that
understand our
concern us.
politics.
The Americans. Hi, Iran. Let's change your government.
Exactly. It's mad. Like, I'm not very into politics, right? I care a lot about ours. I don't care about anyone else's.
Like, I take the approach that, look, no matter who was going to win, I was going to enjoy seeing tears. I'll put it that way.
Some people are just here to watch the world burn, you know? Sounds like you're one of them, you know?
We live in a society.
Bottom text, top text.
Yeah.
Hell.
Watch, I'm gonna be one of those inspirational Facebook quotes.
The Minions movie was a good movie. I'm just gonna say that. If you disagree, you're just homophobic, aren't you? You know, I identify as a minion. You know,
on
hell.
all levels, but physical. I am a wolf.
I actually have wings. You can't see them, but I have them.
Right. You see my persona?
I'm a dragon.
No, my one friend who's a furry is gonna crucify me.
Nah. It's all comedy, you know.
Highlighting text. This is comedy.
Exactly.
This is comedy. Laugh.
Yeah.
Laugh.
It's fucking hell. The furry community is weird. I don't understand most
Right.
communities really. Like,
Right. Well, it's like the community starts out like, let's use Rick and Morty for example. Rick and Morty, the community started out because everyone's like, oh gosh, you know, this big hit on Adult Swim is finally getting the network some attention. And it's really good animation. It's not done by an amateur. People know what they're doing, and it has a great storyline, great comedy. And then like you had the joke it started out as a joke about how it's like, oh yeah, if you watch Rick and Morty, your IQ gets raised. Because it started out as a 4chan troll. 4chan/Reddit troll. And like news media articles picked up on it, thinking that people were actually stating that as fact.
Yeah.
So people were saying, so in turn, people started to state it as fact.
Yeah. I'm Pickle Rick.
And so it was the funniest thing I ever seen.
Szechuan sauce. Funny.
Right.
Oh my god. I was a fan of Rick and Morty, sadly.
Oh god, I'm a big Star Trek nerd.
At the beginning,
and I'm gonna sound like an elitist. You probably don't know about it, but
Probably
like,
not.
okay, so like, CBS, the network that owns the rights to Star Trek, they made it an animated series. Star Trek in the 70s had an animated series, and everyone was excited for the idea. And then it was revealed the art style that they were going to use. It was a Rick and Morty art style. And it's like, they tried doing the same dark humor.
Yeah.
I don't want to say, well, this is how Star Trek should be. But
It's an opinion, you can say it.
right. Star, even at its most comedic, Star Trek, like Starfleet officers, like the main characters you usually find in the shows, would always be stoic. Usually the comedy was at expense towards them because usually like a human who wasn't part of Starfleet or another alien race would be playing tricks on them. And the joke is the joke in that situation would be it's because they're so uptight that they can't enjoy the humor.
Yeah.
But it's like, hey, pop culture reference in the show's called Star Trek Lower Decks. I'm not saying that the show entirely is bad. It's just weird, different flavor that no one was expecting.
Yeah. It's fucking crazy. It's mad.
Back to our what was supposed to be the main topic. Maps and Zoe situation is like super irritating.
Well, if in her response she was like, "Oh, we've taken some time away from each other." So this means
Right, because our parents won't let us talk.
Does this still mean they're together? Or
From
not?
the sound of it, and from what the mom's response was, it sounds like they're just letting stuff blow over, and then they're
Yeah.
going to continue it.
And
Or
that's-
Connor's 13. He might
Yeah.
see a girl. He might see a different girl because
Yeah.
13-year-old dudes, they move on to.
I was
women.
13 once, surprisingly. I understand.
Right.
But it's
And
Yeah.
if we're gonna live in that double standard land for a second, I'm sure every single one of Connor's classmates were giving him the high five
Yeah.
when they
Oh,
found
look
out
at
he was
you.
dating a 19-year-old.
Wow.
That a boy.
Yeah.
That a boy.
It's crazy. It's
And
crazy.
I'm sure all of Zoe's friends were looking down at her.
I'm surprised it's not as big as it should be though, because like
It's because she's a girl.
yeah,
I'll be blunt. It's 'cause
mini
she's
lad,
she's
pyrocynical.
She's a female.
Whoever else has been called out for doing this kind of shit. It's fucking huge news.
Pyrocynical stuff is even real.
That's scary to me. I want to go on a little bit of a tangent about pyro.
Oh, wait, you're cutting.
No.
Oh, okay. Yeah, go ahead and talk about pyro for a second because
Yeah.
I'm not saying that the allegations are faked.
No,
It's just that they're really suspicious.
This is just I went on a tangent about this in a video that's not uploaded. That's the last time I'm going to talk about myself. I'm in this thing I was recording. I see pyrocynical is this sounds cringy, a YouTube hero. Put that in quotation marks. But I see him as I look up to him quite a bit, so
Right.
much that like I started commentary off ages ago, basically like him. And I've bought most of his merch. I own his YouTubes, blah 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 blah, whatever. And when this came out, I was like, "Oh, nice! A hero of mine is now a pedophile. This is great." And of course, like most people,
we
everyone
truly reached a status.
exactly everyone jumped to conclusions like with the Slazo situation. That it was just true. And some of the shit I've seen is very looks very real, but then other stuff I've seen looks very false. To put it to you easily. Nice.
Yes, I do interrupt. My approach to any situation like this, any situation, no matter the gender or who it is let's see evidence.
Exactly.
Zoe's evidence was pretty conclusive. I mean, the only thing that would have made it better is if there were subtitles with their age, above them.
Yeah, like 19.
Obviously the folks can't see it at home, but like if above my head it said 18 on it.
Yeah. Like with me, I feel like the whole pyrocynical thing, it looks like someone commissioning an artist, but everything else looks fucking weird. All like the fetish stuff is just odd to me. And when it first came out that it happened, I just tried to like block it out. Like, this isn't what happened, This isn't true.
Right.
But
Pyro,
it's looking to be more and more
he
real.
responded at all?
No, he doesn't have a Twitter account, of course. He's been banned off Twitter.
There's no other than the commentary videos people have made about the Twitter stuff.
Well, he uploaded a video straight after it happened, and people are really annoyed that he didn't address it in the video. But people don't understand
Most
that
likely
most YouTubers pre-record videos.
right.
So
Like,
he probably recorded
here's-
that, edited it all, finished it, and then went, "Oh, I'll upload it now." And then the drama went down, and maybe I don't know.
What would have been comedic gold as like the video was finishing uploading, that's when he found out about it.
Yeah, it's something because people are calling him a pedophile, and people are calling him a groomer, and I don't fully understand if it is true. He wouldn't be a pedophile, so I don't think he knew about the age. It was never mentioned. My man is busy. I shall carry on talking to myself. Got it. You should all subscribe to the General Thicc Boi channel, by the way. I'm at 107 subs, please. I need the popularity. I'm fucking autistic. I need to be popular. I need to be like I'm Benji size, 1.26k, whatever. That's what I need in my life. I also have a very tiny penis. Fucking hell. What's the time? I gotta go to bed soon. I gotta go bedtime soon. I've got work in the morning. Fucking hell. I hate Jews. They smell of poo. General Thicc Boi, comedic genius. Ignore the fact I've got a tiny peen. How are you? I need a poo. Fucking hell! This is what I'm doing. The host has left. I'm now chatting shit. The host has arrived back. He waved. He's motioning in a dog. 2 dogs. By the looks of it. You can't see this, but I can explain. He's sat back down. He's got his headphones on.
All right, so, sorry. Had to get my dogs.
That's all right. I was just chatting shit to myself.
All right. We'll probably edit that out.
Yeah.
But pyrocynical stuff.
Yeah,
You were on that.
I was. I don't know. Because apparently to the person who called him out, his age has always been in his bio.
Mm-hmm.
But then there's no mention of their age in the messages. I don't know. I'm just confused when it comes to it. I
So
feel
like the person
quite starstruck.
in their Twitter bio
Yeah.
has has their age in the description, right? You're just nodding along. I don't know. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm
Testing.
just dancing along. By the way, I'm gonna say this. You might have to cut it out. Finish up in the next like 20 minutes. I gotta go bed. I've got to wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning for work. Just thought I'd let you know.
Yeah.
Sorry about that, but
Oh no. Thanks for coming on.
Man's gonna make bread, but yeah, I happily come on.
Right.
I like doing podcasts. You know, I wanted that one with Benji that I gave him the name and everything. I was like, oh, this is gonna be great, and then nothing happened, so I was quite sad about that.
Well, it's like Benji and Rain and the third person that they want to
Tren.
have it on, Tren. You know, it's going to be difficult because everyone has to be ready. And like, for example, with you being in a different time zone,
I've always said like do it on it. I said in the Discord
Britishness.
they could do it on a Saturday because Saturdays are the same days for us. And on a Saturday,
I was going to do this.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I was going to do this yesterday.
Yeah.
But like I had stuff going on with the audio competition I was telling you about, and like I had to drive up and back, and I was just drained.
It's. Did you have anyone originally planned? She said last minute guest. Did you have anyone planned on?
Well, interesting. I was gonna have a classmate of mine join in because he does 1920s cemetery walks.
Fair enough.
And like it was gonna be like a local promotion thing for our community.
Yeah.
But didn't happen.
Yeah, I was like downstairs getting ready to take the dogs outside. It was like I need a last minute guest. I'm like, fuck it. I don't mind talking for 45 minutes to an hour. You know, that's not so bad.
All right. So in conclusion, maps bad, Zoe bad, pyrocynical iffy.
Yeah, I gotta wait for more. Normally it's guilty until
more
proven innocent,
evidence.
but it's innocent until proven guilty this time. I'm kind of starstruck by
Right,
Pyro.
more because like if you remember there was like the pro Jared situation.
Yes, I remember that.
Uh yeah, everyone was calling for his head, and then it was revealed actually
He's not as bad
actually
as you thought.
right. While yes, the conversations did happen, they never did tell him
Yeah,
their actual age, because in that Tumblr thread or blog, whatever the proper title is, you had to be 18 in order
yeah.
to get in.
So people were just lying about their age. I remember the whole Pro Jared thing. I never made a video about it. I was going to, but I was like,
Do you know Penguin Zero?
critical. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll be honest, I don't really like his content, because I know this can be more of a preference thing.
Hurt me. You've hurt my
He
feelings.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna go
He
cry.
made a video on this. He made a video on the situation, and he did what everyone is doing to Pyro. He made the accusation, stated them like they were fact, and then when it was revealed, wait, that actually didn't happen. Instead of doing an apology, he just turned tail and deleted the video.
Yeah, it's when it comes to things like this stuff, it's if you apologize for it, people still bully you for it. If that makes sense.
Right, but like I would respect, because I
Yeah,
get
I
like
understand.
if you make an
I understand the
apology,
respect.
because like it was a heat of the moment situation, and we did getting information from Jared for like
Yeah,
3 months.
yeah. I understand completely. One person I'm annoyed with who apologized. I'm Alex. I don't like him, and his apology to Slazo was horrible.
You know why? Because the apology wasn't genuine.
I don't know if you watched Cavos' content, but he actually had Slazo on for an interview, and he was like,
Mhm.
Colosso was crazy. He had to force Alex to apologize. I had to get him into a call 3 separate times to apologize to Slazo, or Michael. Sorry, I'm Alex is a snake. I don't like him.
Yeah, I'll be honest. Other than certain YouTubers who do commentary stuff on occasion, I don't really try to associate myself with the commentary community, which is funny
Yeah.
because you're technically a commentary channel. But
I
it's like,
also own I'm Alex merch. I just thought I'd say, but it's for a video in the future. Okay, I gave him money, but it's for a video.
it's because like if there isn't someone to try and cancel, they turn
On himself.
like cannibalistic and like wait, this guy I collabed with, he's actually a monster.
You're looking at him like my videos on two of my friends. We are friends. They weren't like I'm gonna betray the course or betray them. That was because they generally fucked up. But I know what you mean. I'm in small groups on Discord. I'm not gonna say names of people because I've got some common decency. But I've been in groups and like one of the main comments is like, "Who are we going after now? Who's next? There's no drama. We need to make drama."
Right.
And I'm like, we don't need to make drama.
If I'm convinced. Like side note, I'm convinced that someone can do an entire channel based off J Station.
Yeah, I can see
That
it.
dude after the George Floyd incident in the
Yeah,
United States, he made a video like, "Oh my God, my girl pranking my girlfriend being arrested prank."
yeah. I'm J Station's a fucking weird individual.
Oh my God, guys! So we bought slaves on the dark web.
My girlfriend is dead.
Actually, no.
I was gonna make a video on that as well, but I never did. I just thought, nah. Everything's always blown out of proportion. Everything's always spoken about. It's hard to hop on a topic like that because then people think you're just like doing trending topics for views.
Train hopping.
Yeah.
Right. And I don't want to say I'm above that, because I remember, because the Polygon, the liberal gaming news outlet.
No. Yeah. No. UK
Okay,
boy.
well, Well, there are these often left-leaning news article group that make videos on games and why actually this game's really sexist.
Oh, all right. I feel like I have an idea. Yeah.
All right, and so there was this game called Jump Force. It's this
Anime
big.
game, right?
It's yeah, it's basically the Smash Bros of anime.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, I'm appalled that there aren't enough female characters. And I was dumbfounded by this because one, they're suggesting that women should be allowed to, men should be allowed to beat up women, which is,
No.
I think, I know that's not what they were thinking, but it's funny to think about in hindsight.
Yeah.
And anyway, there's not enough female characters, and I was like, well, that's because the marketing is for guys.
Yeah.
It's like me getting up. And I said this in my video. It's like me getting upset at a Barbie game for not having
Enough Kens in it.
Kens,
Yeah.
right? And I this ended up being wrong. I was like, well, wait till the DLC comes out because there might be more female characters in that, which ended up being all guys. So that launched a foot in my mouth. But like that was my point at the time.
Yeah. Fucking hell. It's mad. It's mad to think.
All right. So this was a disjointed first episode of the Nerdy Podcast. Obviously, if you're checking this out, you know of my social media. I'm going to have a link of General Thicc Boi's content.
You can't see, but I'm
Please
pointing
give
at
him-
myself to like tell you that it's me.
Like I said in the beginning, he's an advertising whore.
If you want to see your local paedophile cry about kids on the internet, come to the channel. I say every word but the N word. I'm cool.
By the way, I should clarify, he is not that. I know he's saying it in a satirical manner, but like people would actually believe him because people have no joke.
I may look like a confirmed sex offender, but I'm not. Not yet, anyway. I may be getting there. Give me a few more weeks.
Don't make me delete the first episode.
You'll upload it and top comment would be like, you know he's in the papers for like assaulting someone, and it'd be like, oh, keep it up with the views.
Right. I have like 50 subs. I need this.
Exactly. You need it.
Controversy fuels
Exactly.
me. So the format of this is weird. So I'm letting Benji will send me the file, and then I'll edit it, and we'll probably upload this like next week. Anyway, I'm your host, Nerdy John, and this was a disjointed but exciting episode. I hope you all enjoyed the podcast. Again, check out General Thicc Boi's content. He's actually a really cool dude. So
I'll say cool, but I'll take it. I'm decent.
he has a British accent, so at least go for that.
I'll take it.
Right. Yeah. So this is Nerdy John signing out.
Au revoir.